Welcome everyone, and let's talk a bit about that fatal four-way match that took place at Royal Rumble 2024. For those who are just finding out, yes, Roman Reigns retained his title by emerging victorious in his match against Randy Orton, LA Knight and AJ Styles, but not without struggle. Personally, I found the match a bit disappointing. I was expecting something more impactful. Reigns certainly won, but he didn't come out of this confrontation looking stronger. Indeed, he was dominated for almost the entire match, enduring an RKO, a BFT and a Styles clash, any of which could have led to his defeat. He at least showed that he is resilient. However, we haven't seen Roman Reigns in such difficulty in a very long time. In his defense, his three opponents ganged up on him directly before fighting amongst themselves. And sticking to the classics, he was assisted by Solo Sikoa, who came to his rescue just after Randy Orton hit him with his RKO. Sikoa then delivered a Samoan spike to Randy and LA Knight. He then crashed into a barricade while trying to attack AJ Styles, who managed to evade him. In his momentum, he narrowly missed colliding with Samantha Irvin as well. We didn't see him again after that. On his part, LA Knight made a strong impression. Midway through the match, he had a big moment where he took control of everyone. He managed to hit his BFT on Reigns and attempted the pinfall, but it was interrupted by Styles, who collapsed onto them. AJ Styles also had his moment, pinning Roman Reigns after his Styles clash, but LA Knight broke up the count. He also delivered his phenomenal forearm on Reigns, who fell stacked on top of LA Knight and Randy Orton, who were already stacked on each other. AJ Styles then attempted to pin all three of his stacked opponents, but Randy Orton, who was underneath, managed to break free. At the end of the match, Styles grabbed a chair and attacked his opponents before being sent out of the ring by Orton. And what about Randy Orton, who could have won if Solo Sikoa hadn't intervened? Orton delivered RKOs in Tampa, first to Styles, then to LA Knight, and finally to Roman Reigns. But it wasn't enough. Personally, I would have liked to see Randy Orton win this match because I wanted to see him face Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania for the WWE Universal Championship. Considering the history between these two, it would have been a fitting way for Cody to finish his story. Anyway, getting back to the match, Randy Orton defended himself well but also seemed to suffer from his shoulder for a long time. Knowing his vulnerability in that area, there is cause for concern, especially since after the match he seemed a bit dejected, hoping it's nothing too serious. At the end of the match, Roman Reigns had a bit of energy left to deliver a spear to Randy Orton. Then less than a minute later, a Superman punch to LA Knight, and finally another spear to AJ Styles, whom he pinned to retain his title. The end of the match came suddenly. One might have expected a comeback from Knight or Orton, but nothing happened. So here we are, with Roman Reigns still the champion, and we probably won't see him in action again until WrestleMania. Hopefully, by then, he will have regained his strength and will be back at the top of his game. Or maybe a match at Elimination Chamber versus The Rock. In short, we had a match that on paper promised to be magnificent but lacked something. Seeing a Roman Reigns so dominated was surprising, and there was no real suspense where we thought we might have a new champion. I can already see Dave Meltzer giving this match 3 stars, maybe even 2 stars. That's it for this video. Let me know what you thought of this match and if you're pleased with the outcome. See you soon for the next video. Take care.